Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Abdul Kabir. So today we will present our group assignment on Hirarc at PETRONAS JALAN Selangor. For your information, we conducted an interview with Madam Naima and her team at PETRONAS JALAN Selangor in early June. The primary aim of this assessment is to develop a comprehensive Hirarc framework for a machinery repair workshop led by Mr. Khairi. This workshop involves extensive hands-on labor and various repair tools, posing significant risks if safety measures are not followed. Conducting this assessment is crucial for identifying and mitigating these risks to ensure the safety of employees and others in the workspace. By implementing the Hirarc framework, we systematically address hazards, ensuring the safe use of the machinery and tools. This proactive approach supports a culture of safety and significantly reduces the frequency and severity of accidents, and highlighting the importance of meticulous risk management in preventing workplace incidents.
So in this slide, I will present about hazard element for each working situation. So at Puan Naimah petrol station, every aspect of daily operation entails certain inherent risks that necessitate meticulous management and proactive safety measure. Here, an in-depth exploration of the hazard element associated with each situation. So number one is fueling process. Handling high flammable liquid like petrol pose risk of spill leading to fire or explosion. Number two, vehicle maintenance. Mechanic and technician face risks such as crash injuries from working under around vehicles, exposure to in-house cases, and the potential of fire risk or flame substance increase the risk. Number three, electrical equipment operation. Operation electrical equipment introduce the risk of electric shock, especially in compromised environment. And number four is general maintenance. Worker conducting tasks like cleaning or repairing equipment face hazard such as fall from height and exposure of hazard chemical. Thank you.
I will talk about risk assessment. Madam Naimah emphasized proactive and systematic identification of hazard during risk assessment method. A thorough examination of workplace conditions, processes, and behavior is conducted to identify potential hazard. Next, outcome. Risk assessment utilizes a risk ranking scale to assess the severity and likelihood of identified risk. And last, control measure. After identified risk, control measures are implemented based on the risk levels. Immediate action is taken for high risk situation, planning for medium risk situation, and monitoring for low risk situation.
Let's continue with the risk assessment. The practice of continuously assessing the risk that workplace hazard provide to the health and safety of employees is known as risk assessment. As you can see on the slide, risk is equal to likelihood multiplied with severity. Likelihood is an event likely to occur within the specific period or in specific circumstance. How many times has this event happened in the past? Assessing likelihood is based on worker experience, analysis, or measurement. Likelihood levels range from most likely to inconceivable. For the severity, its outcome from an event such as severity of injury or health of people or damage to property, or insult to environment, or any combination of those caused by the event. Severity are based upon an increasing level of severity to an individual health, the environment, or to property. As you can see on the slide, hazard identification for work activities such as fuel truck filling underground tank, hazard identify chemical exposure. It can affect our health. And then for the risk control, existing risk control is workers putting on PPE. For the likelihood rating is 5, and then for the severity is 4. so the risk is equal to 20. The description is high and it requires immediate action to control the hazard as detailed in the hierarchy of control. Action taken must be documented on the risk assessment form, including date for completion. Another example is for first storage, the hazard identified is combustion due to flammable chemical. It can affect fire or explosion. For the existing risk control is storage tank condition, monitoring and maintenance. For the likelihood value is 2 and the severity is 5, so it is equal to 10. Means is medium is require a planned approach to controlling the hazard and applies temporary measures if required. Action taken must be documented on the risk assessment form and including date for completion. For the low risk is may be considered as acceptable and further reduction may not be necessary. However, if the risk can be resolved quickly and efficiently, control measures should be implemented and recorded. Based on the risk assessment at Madam Naimah's petrol station, highlight the importance of proactive hazard identification and risk management at petrol station to ensure the safety and well-being of employees and customers. By implementing the recommended control measures, the station can significantly reduce the likelihood and severity of potential accident and injuries.
Today I will explain regarding risk control to minimize hazard or accident in each step. To ensure safety at every operational step at Madam Naimah petrol station, various risk control measures need to be implemented. These are essential to mitigate hazard and prevent unwanted accidents. There are 4 risk control to minimize hazard that we found out based on our visit to Madam Naimah petrol station. Firstly, in the fueling process, the initial step is to install a high-quality spill containment system in the refueling area. This system should be regularly maintained to ensure its effectiveness in containing spills. Additionally, strict refueling procedures need to be diligently enforced, including regular training for employees. Workers should also be equipped with personal protective equipment, which is PPE, such as gloves and safety goggles to reduce the risk of exposure to hazardous vapor. Moreover, safety measures such as installing non-slip flooring and safety warning signs are crucial to prevent slip accidents. Secondly, in vehicle maintenance activities, strict lockout and tagout procedures need to be followed before maintenance begins. This ensures that machinery is properly shut down and isolated to reduce the risk of injuries. Employees should also receive training on regular equipment maintenance to prevent unexpected damage that could lead to fires or injuries. Knowledge about handling and storing flammable substances should also be provided to workers to minimize associated risks. Thirdly, in the operation of electrical equipment, regular inspection of equipment and electrical system are necessary to detect and address any damage or defects that may arise. The use of PPE such as ground fault circuit interrupts is also essential to protect workers from electric shock. Additionally, providing training to workers on proper electrical safety practice is crucial to reducing accident risk. For in general maintenance at the petrol station, fall protection measures such as the use of guardrails and safety harness should be given serious attention. Workers need to be trained to identify hazards and reduce the risk of falls from height. The use of PPE, especially during tank or pipe cleaning operation where exposure to hazardous chemical may occur, is also crucial. Providing training to workers on safe work practice and emergency procedure is important to ensure safety in all maintenance activities. By implementing these risk control measures, Madam Naimah petrol station can prioritize the safety and well-being of its workers and visitors at every operational step.
I will explain about conclusion. Effectiveness of Hirarc. Proactive identify and mitigate risk. PETRONAS Jalan Selangor. Implementation of hazard identification, risk assessment and risk control Hirarc. Methodology help ensure the safety of its employees and visitors by systematically identifying, assessing and mitigating potential risks They create a safe work of environment. Importance of proactive risk management is foster a culture of safety, ensure a safe work environment. Proactive risk management at PETRONAS Jalan Selangor foster a culture of safety where employees are trained to identify hazard, report concern, and adhere to established safety protocol, ultimately reducing the likelihood of workplace accident and injuries. That's all. Thank you.